How can people see you on stage? Like, where do you speak? Where the people who are watching and say, hey, I want to hear that guy speak. Tell us a little bit about what that looks like.
Well, social media is a really good place to go. If you go to Deepwater Mentor Coaching, there's a little bit of a speaking segment on there. I actually am in the process of launching a much more significant platform, which is bringing together the speaking and the books and the writing and the blogging. That's going to be launched in the next week or so. So most of all of that is all going to come into one platform. I do a lot of speaking with charities. In fact, this fall, one of my initiatives is to speak to a lot of charities and fundraisers and share my story and try to get awareness, particularly around the holidays, because adversity is adversity, as I kind of started this conversation. And at the holidays, a lot of people struggle. So what a nice way for me this year, it's my own, one of my personal objectives, but to do a little bit more speaking for charities this year and help out folks that might be struggling, raise awareness for some people's struggles, use my story hopefully to help raise some money and inspire. So, you know, a lot of it is charitable, a lot of charitable stuff right now, going online, website stuff. I'm actually doing an appearance at a trade show in a few weeks. So a lot of grassroots and you know, a lot of word of mouth.
You're doing a whole campaign around the country. You're going to hit every state.
Yes, that's the goal. So right now it's in the planning stages. So next year, I thought it would be really special. When I look at our journey back in 2008, it was a 63-day journey from start to finish. And when I say start to finish, start was the diagnosis day. Finish was the day that my son's life was saved via an organ transplant. So that window of 63 days has always been one of the lowest times of my life, obviously, but also one of the most uplifting, because the day that he received his transplant, he got a second lease on life. And in that process, there was another family involved that was the organ donor family. And I had always said with my wife, we will never forget this family. So every year, a week later after my son's transplant, we light a candle and we do a candlelight vigil, and we've done it through 50 states since 2008. And last year, because it was our 10-year, I don't want to say it's a milestone, but it's 10 years since that very difficult time, I wanted to do something very meaningful to give back to all of those people in all those states that I still have not met yet, that still follow our story. So I thought it would be really neat to travel to all 50 states next year over 63 days and light a candle in every one of those states and partner up with local charities, do a speaking engagement at as many as I possibly can, hopefully one per state, give back to all 50 states, have the people at those events light a candle, celebrate life, but also remember that family, because it's just so important for me to make sure. I've never met them, but I want to be able to one day, if I'm fortunate to meet them, let them know that their story lives on